Now, these are the kind of heroes that we like to see from these types of teams. I mean, a lot of these heroes from the current meta as well, which is really really good. So it's going to be interesting to see how these heroes fare
Oh,
in South African Dota.
alright, sorry about that. Just getting the announcement out. There's a live spectator area here at Liberty Land, so they're just making some loud announcements, telling people to go mission across there and watch the games. But yeah, sorry about that, missing the first couple of minutes. Very BM. I think you were saying something about the Central Warrunner. A little bit of respect given towards Energy Esports banning that out.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, also the Center Warrunner, I mean, is featured in a lot of the top games that we've seen, especially on Star Ladder. I mean, as has Ember Spirit, Ancient Apparition, I mean, even Viper making its way in. So, a lot of top tier picks here so far.
Yeah, Invoke hasn't been picked or banned yet. That's a little bit unusual. Also, Next Assassin hasn't. Oh, there's the Dazzle coming forward.
Yeah, I think Energy need to take out the Invoker now. That's something they definitely need to ban because, the Ember Spirit's probably going to be running middle. And Bravado Gaming Blue still looking for a mid, so...
Yeah, Wraith King banned by Energy Esports. They're afraid of the combination that we saw the other day with the Ancient Apparition, Wraith King, and Viper. And they're going to have the Weaver ban coming out here by Bravado. One more ban for Energy Esports. Bravado get the wheel though this time. They get to ban and then pick straight away. And so there's a lot that Energy have to consider of the next kind of 2 moves ahead.
5 seconds remaining.
I think if Energy Esports doesn't take out the Invoker here, they're going to be... It's going to be quite a tough one, unless they want to bait out the Invoker pick, I'm not sure, but the banning both SKs actually, Sand King and Skeleton King.
We actually failed to say hello also to our statsman, Demonic, going to be casting some of the action tomorrow, well, all of the action tomorrow, I guess, alongside me. As GrIdL0cK, you unfortunately have bigger fish to fry.
Bigger fish to fry, indeed. Waiting for Bravado Gaming's second last ban, and they're pulling out the Life Stealer.
You're going to ban out the Life Stealer, pick up the Marana. Pretty stock standard. Good synergy with the Ancient Apparition. Arrow plus Cold Feet equals GG. And walking in front of me is the immaculate and enigmatic Leon Wong. He's looking very confident. I mean, they haven't dropped a game. They've been slamming what were regarded as their biggest opposition, and he's walking over towards the Bravado Gaming side. I can see quite a lot of people have gathered around the Energy side as well. A couple of the old Energy players. And we're going to see exactly how that's going to turn out for them. Whether the team with the more supporters is going to be the victor in this game.
I think when you talk about slamming, I mean, we need to actually justify that for the viewers. The first game between Bravado Black and Liberty FOJ lasted, what was it, 13 minutes?
13 and a half minutes, and then the other game was 10 and a half minutes, game 2.
10 and a half minutes before LIB called the GG. So Bravado Black, definitely the team to beat here.
And Bravado Black are going to have a nice sleep tonight. They only have to going to have to kick in here at about like 11 o'clock maybe. I mean, they've just got to play the grand finals really. They might want to watch a bit of the losers bracket the losers bracket finals, which is Liberty Fudge versus the winner of this game. So this is do or die for these two teams. Loser here walks home with nothing. The winner is guaranteed at least to come top 3 and in the prize pool. Speaking of prize pool, let's thank our sponsors, ASUS as well as SteelSeries, sponsoring some great cash prizes as well as hardware for this tournament. Also, this is all in aid of cancer, the Cancer Association of South Africa. Research, educate, and support as a fantastic foundation and organization. And glad to be part of a tournament that sponsors that. But yeah, we are taking a little bit of bonus time from both teams here, as the 4th pick for Bravado Gaming needs to come in here. Is it going to be a hero that looks from right to left just to keep the symmetry going for their current picks? It's not. It's going to be the Rubik. And Energy now, I don't know if they know exactly what's going to happen here. I mean, given the picks, it's kind of almost a given that there's going to be an aggressive tri-lane coming out from Bravado with the Ancient Apparition, Marana, Rubik, 3 ranged heroes, Chilling Touch, OP. Or it's going to be a safe lane tri-lane with the Ancient Apparition, Marana, and maybe the Rubik doing some nice pulls, and the Viper mid. But if they go aggressive tri lane, Viper could mid, or it could also play as the safe lane carry against the off lane pick of Energy Esports. So lots of options for Bravado Gaming. And I think that this is what's troubling Energy a little bit here. They don't want to fall into a trap. They don't want to get baited into picking into too narrow a selection of possible heroes here. And their fourth pick is going to take some time. They've got a mid here in the Ember Spirit. They've got a support and possibly an off lane in the Lich. Lich could also move to support. Ember could move to mid lane. To safe lane from the mid. So the next pick is very important here because it's going to give away a lot about what's happening. If it's another support, it means Lich is off lane. If it's an off lane hero, that means Lich is going to support. And if it is a carry, it means Ember's stuck to the mid lane. They're going to go Shadow Fiend. Now, okay, that's a fair enough pickup. Ember Spirit mid, Shadow Fiend safe, or vice versa. So they got versatility in their picks here. I don't think Energy can afford to aggressive tri lane here, given their picks.
Yeah, I think you're 100% right as well. And I mean, I think you were discussing it with me earlier when you said to me that Viper generally beats an Ember Spirit. Is that right in the middle lane?
Yeah, I mean, the physical damage isn't negated at all by Flame Guard. Ember Spirit can do okay, but once Viper hits 6 or 7, it becomes a little bit harder for him. And the Axe ban, I think, is a little bit interesting here. We saw the Axe was quite devastating in the previous game against M21. Rand Hero playing that, and he's got some good abilities to spin very fast on his Axe. And Dazzle and Lich, very, very strong heroes, along with the Axe, to go for that Rax extract.
Energy running out of time here. They've only got 8 seconds left of bonus time, and then in their final banning out the clockwork. So it's going to be interesting to see, what we've got left here, because Bravado Gaming Blue.
Yeah, I think that clockwork is a very shallow ban coming out here. The potential to aggressive tri lane is huge. I think that there's a bristleback getting picked up here. So, I mean, it could be safe. I think we'll see safe lane Mirana possibly with aggressive tri lane Rubik, bristleback, ancient apparition, or switch around. I mean, it could just be the 3 cores and roaming supports for Bravado Blue. And the fact that we don't know means Energy also don't know. They're going to have to make a best guess and hope that they're right.
And I think Bravado Gaming, from the very beginning of this game, I think they're ahead in terms of mental game, because Energy Esports doesn't know what's happening, and they've only got about 13 seconds left of time to pick their last hero.
Yeah, final pick is going to be the Doombringer. So, and a huge amount away and where they're going to. And yeah. I'll take us through the Bravado Gaming side, seeing as they're on the Radiant side. We're going to have Modest on the Viper, the signature hero which he's fed with and had some great results with today. We're going to have Odu mid on the Bristleback. Disappointment is going to be on that Mirana. Laka going to be in the hands of Rubik. And it's going to be Mame holding on to the Ancient Apparition. And you take us through the Energy Esports side.
Okay, in terms of Energy Esports, we've got Let's Not Get Party on the Dazzle. We've got Bomb Spaghetti on the Ember Spirit. Zero will be playing the Lich, and I think he wins the award for Best Dressed Hero at this point in time. Glitzy Bananas on the Shadow Fiend, and Random Hero taking the top lane with the Doombringer.
And a big shout out to everyone who is tuning into this game at this wee hours of the morning. I mean, it's not actually in Dota terms that late, but are we going to see some early plays here as Bravado maneuver through the jungle? Yeah, just carrying on with our thoughts. Thanks to everyone who has been tuning into the games over the last weekend. But yeah, I think that this is going to be quite interesting. Glitzy Bananas normally almost always plays in the safe lane. Very rare to see him play mid. He's going to be the SF here though. And Mom Spaghetti. So they're just trying to dodge like the possible laning combinations here.
I'm actually interested to find out whether or not this is something that Ian has been working on in the past couple of weeks in preparation for Liberty Lane. I mean, Zero floating middle with Glitzy Bananas, and he's using Sacrifice on one of the creeps to give Glitzy the obvious lane advantage to push the creep equilibrium back.
Yeah, but I mean, this is very weird. You don't see this often, the 2-1-2 versus a 2-1... Sorry, a 2-2-1 versus a 2-2-1. As, Odu's kind of revealed out what's happening here. I think the Zero will stay mid, kind of get up level 3 or 4 before making any plays. And Glitzy Bananas using Razor's level 1. I don't know what that's about. Maybe there was a miss skill or something? I mean, you almost always take Necromastery level 1.
Well, I mean, that's maybe Clitsy Bananas is here to show us something different.
I'm almost certain that's a misclick by him. And there was a very famous game when I'm not 100% sure if it was Kuroki or Yamate, but it's one of them in a professional game misskilled SF, and he actually got a triple kill with level 1 razors in the fight. That was pretty funny. But Mode's here up against the dual lane. It's something that's happened to him a couple of times today, and kind of, you know, it's a little bit annoying, I guess. But the supports have rotated in here and could make some plays. The disappointer is going to be all by himself in the top lane. Random Hero could make some plays if he goes to level death build, I think. But also, this is a lane matchup that I think that Disappointer is a lot more familiar with than Random Hero.
Looks like we might be getting some action in the bottom lane quite soon.
I don't have any wards up here. No vision on the bottom side of the map for Energy Esports at all.
Yeah,
I can just see my days.
Yeah, it's definitely something Bravado need to abuse in this sort of lane. The two of them moving up towards the higher branches here. And, you know, Energy, good awareness as well. I mean, they're just going to pull back a bit. You can see the ping coming out from the Dazzle as well.
And Odu did go for that Stout Shield level 1, so he's not going to be able to get up the bottle as fast as he'd like. But luckily for him, Wraith, Shadow Fiend has also gone for, you know, quite a stat heavy starting off item build. Ooh, a lot of damage coming forward here. Odu's trying to go on Clitsy Bananas, getting one right click, getting a second. One more quill could actually be enough. There's a magic wand saving his life, and I think that Odu's maybe a little bit unlucky. He moves forward and the quill stack was still on him. And Odu buys the bottle almost immediately, just almost expecting the Lich to come out of the bushes. He's actually going to have Salve. He's going to have such a great start in this mid lane. That was really, really lazy play over there by Clitsy Bananas, moving forward when he still had so many stacks on him. And Shanks will be familiar with this role, you know, the number 1 carry role. He played on Bravado for so long in this role, but hasn't had an opportunity yet. And now that the Ember Spirit, they were kind of forced into these weird lanes, and he's going to have an opportunity to show his skills. But in terms of last hits and the rise, it is the clear winner is Disappoint. 14 creeps, 40% ahead. As we see another kill happening mid, I apologize profusely. Zero's trying to do some damage here, but not really doing that much to Bristleback. He picks up has a regen rune top. Lucky fish.
Yeah, it looks like a great start for Bravado Blue so far. I mean, they're leading in the XP graph and the gold graph as well. I mean, obviously it's very early to tell at the moment, but 2 kills in the middle lane for Odu, and you know, Clitsy Bananas on the Shadow Fiend, 0 for 2 at the moment. Looks like Odu's going to dive past the tower as well, and it looks like Zero's going to go down as well. With another quill stack, he'll get that kill, and he does.
And the second raise isn't going to connect like getting the lift off there. He's taking a lot of tower harass, but he's going to tango up. He doesn't have tower aggro anymore. So 3 kills happening all in the mid lane, and 2 of them on Clitsy Bananas, 1 on Zero. This hasn't been the greatest start, as you were saying. This Energy being a little bit sloppy in this mid lane. They're looking good in the other lanes though, it must be said. Doom has kind of, you know, built in small Armadis in the form of his Devour, which he's maxed up here. Level 3 at the moment. And Clitsy Bananas trying to put some harass down onto Odu as the illusions run forward. They're going to harass him down, I think, a little bit. Maybe help with the last hitting by Bristleback. And I think Luck has been making some nice movements around the map here. Involved in 1 assist. He's been making some nice pulls also to get the equilibrium good for his team.
Looks like we've got some action going on bottom. We've got the Ice Vortex going down from the AA, which might actually save the Viper. It doesn't look like Ember Spirit's going to be able to get that, and it does save the Viper indeed. Good play from Bravado to keep that Viper alive. Interestingly enough, if you check out the net worth, you know, we've been looking at, well, it actually just changed now, as I mentioned it to you, but we've been looking at the top 3 from the same team, and that was actually true at that exact point when I mentioned it to you, and then it changed at the last second there.
Yeah, but the Doom Devour possibly kicked in and maybe a creep or two on his side. Yeah, Devour is such a strong skill to have, and I think the problem with it is that like it's so good that you almost kind of feel sad that you have to sometimes take level death in certain laning situations. I think this is possibly one of those laning situations where just one level of level death would be so huge. And there's some movement towards the top lane. Laka is running in there, as well as Odu with a haste rune up, and Random here is having to run back. It is spotted out with this ward, which is about to expire actually here at the 6-minute mark. But Random here maybe not moving far enough back. Goo goes off onto him, one stack. He throws down his great. I always get confused. Scorched Earth.
Ember Spirit is actually TP to the front tower now. I don't know if he's going to be able to put any damage down, but Bristleback is doomed up, and that's going to wear off very shortly. Maybe they can pull the kill, and they do. Ember Spirit will get that.
That's a nice kill.
It's a very nice kill. It's ended his killing spree as well, which is a little bit of extra gold for the Ember Spirit. But yeah, good rotation from Energy to help save the Doombringer.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
And it looks like Modace is trying to get going on this mechanism, starting with their Ring of Regen. And definitely doesn't want to mess up with when it comes to disassembling this Ring of Basilius.
Hey, forget about it.
Doesn't want to make Tranquil Boots if he can avoid it.
Odu is doing a lot of harassment on Klitzy Bananas in the middle lane. The Shadow, I mean, Klitzy Bananas has actually done a fantastic job to get back up in terms of last hits. Like, he's actually second place now. Mirana's still leading the pack though.
Yeah, 9 creeps clear of Klitzy Bananas at this stage. And with the phase beats up, Mirana's kind of moved on beyond, like, that early laning stage is one of the hardest times to get, you know, a couple of last hits in the nose. Like, going forward, we saw a lift up there as Luck is trying to pull these creeps into the lane. And possibly going to do, yeah, going to have the timing right for it. And these are the type of small things which start compounding for one side. And a clap coming off, catching Laka there. Got his boots up though, and gonna just miss out on hitting that creep there. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, Ember Spirit's got his phase boots up and the bracer, going for the drum of endurance, and Dazzle's also got that casual healing salve at this stage of the game. Yeah, I'd like to, Odie looks like he's going on Klitzy Bananas here. 1 stack of poison, 3 stacks of quill spray, but EP support coming in is the Dazzle, and Dazzle and Bristleback together, very strong. Against each other, it's one of those weird matchups, really. And Odie, I don't know if you saw there, willing to trade so much harass just to keep the quill stack up on Klitzy Bananas, but it's going to drop off now as he moves back too far beyond the tower.
Yeah, 100%. Well played by the Bristleback. I mean, also, you know, just sort of bringing out the TB from the Dazzle to just the amount of harassment that he's giving. Mirana's just ultied up now. It looks like Disappoint and Rubik are going to be heading into the top lane there, picking up the Lich. Good ultimate by Lich, and that's going to be a doom on the Mirana. I don't know if that's going to be able to get the kill though.
Scorched Earth stolen up there. Nice timing by Random here just to make sure he didn't get the doom away. There is a 12 on Mirana, so he's going to pop that off and he's going to be just fine in this bottom lane. Meanwhile, Medace has picked up quite a lot of gold at the moment. He's nearly at 1500. I'm a little bit surprised he hasn't started buying part of his mechanism.
Bad dudes, middle tower, everyone, go, now!
And Odu just trying his level best to push down this mid tower. He's got nearly got his Vanguard up actually. He's going to have it in just a second or two here. One more creep required, and I think that he might actually go pick it up himself. 10 minutes spawns and going to move top just to see where it is, and yeah, as a result going to go pick up the Vanguard.
I like this ward in the top lane that's been placed by Energy Esports. They've been able to spot out both of the supports here sitting in the jungle, and you know, Random Hero knows they're both there. Hopefully he realizes that they're coming towards him, so he can just get back into his lane or further back.
Oh, and Scorched Earth being used by Laka there. Chilling Touch, 1-2 hits, and there's going to be an arrow coming forward. It's going to land and slam him in the face, and a kill for Rubik there. Chilling Touch giving him the extra damage that he needed to secure the kill. And Odoo drops his DD. Gets poison touched out there, but he's just running back. A couple of levels in presence of the Dark Lord I think wouldn't go amiss right now, as he's maxed out on Necromastery, max souls, and he's going to be forced to choose either his ultimate or presence of the Dark Lord. I don't see SF taking stats as being that great an idea. The Ancient Apparition blast comes mid, whiffing, and maybe we're going to see Mame actually win a game this time on Ancient Apparition. Something that he's failed to do this entire tournament.
The Doombringer has secured the mech for Energy Esports, which is a very good sign. Very
they're going on Modeste bottom here. Lich coming in. Modeste trying to get off what he can. He buys up the mechanism recipe, so he dies, but managing to get the key item he needed before doing so. Odoo, though, in the mid lane, has had such a great opportunity, I think, just to harass Dunk, let's be honest. And more importantly, just, not be forced out of this lane at all. Even though he's up against the dual lane, it's a bristleback, and he's got a very bristly back.
Yeah, and it looks like the Moron has picked up Hand of Midas, and so that's going to be a great one for him, picking up some more gold. And Clitsy Bananas, I really feel for him. Like, this is a really tough lane for him to play.
Rubik meanwhile gets doomed up in the top lane, gets the lift off, and is going to delay his death, but only by a little bit, as a big hit comes in from random hero. Ancient Apparition ulti is going to go top. It's going to do a lot of damage actually to Let's Get Party. He's going to try TP home, and not going to tick under the 10% threshold, so he's going to be just fine. And Drum finished up on Ember Spirit. Actually had an okay game. 40 last hits at this stage isn't amazing, but he's got 3 of the 4 kills of Energy Esports, so in terms of the gold, he's looking pretty. And yeah, Shadow Fiend just rushing for the BKB straight, not even going for treads. And it is the Shadow Rays, obviously stolen up by Laka.
Structures are fortified.
Going to be seeing him using that, I guess, to...
Looks like there's going to be some action in bottom lane.
Yeah.
Arrow flies off from Mirana, hits the Dazzle directly in the face. Bristleback takes down the Lich as well. Shadow Fiend ulti from the back as well. Not a lot of damage done. Viper with the slow. Bristleback just able to sit in the front there. Another arrow out that hits Clitsy Bananas square in the face. And that's going to be another kill for Bravado. And they're going to secure a tower. So that's a huge gold influx they're going to get from that little run of play.
Yeah, Lich ulti seemed to almost do nothing there. I mean, it bounced around, but the mech from Viper mitigated almost all of that damage. And at the same time, they had a nice Ancient Apparition ulti that came forward, hitting them all. I think the mechanism, even if Doom was there ready and able to mech, it wouldn't have actually done that much. Like it being cheeky in the mid lane, using that Shadow Razor, he's still into farm a little bit. He's actually got 1700 gold. He's going to have Blink Dagger probably about the 16-17 minute mark if he carries on this greedy farming build, which I think he will.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And Odoo's moved into the top lane. He's got another ring up, so probably going to be seeing that pipe coming out of him. And Viper with his mech and Ring of Basilius maybe going to move towards some more DPS items on him. The energy side, yeah, looking a little bit lackluster at the moment. In terms of gold, they're well over 5,000 gold behind. It's not that bad, about 3,000 advantage towards DVD Blue. But they've got this nice ward out here and they're going to go on Modeste. Doom gets used off on him, and I think he's just going to give it into the gods. Nice movement over there by the Doom, making a kill. But yeah, every time the kind of Hydra play of split push that you see, you make a kill and both 2 other lanes are being pushed at the same time. In this case, it's disappointing. He's farming so well in the mid lane. He's got Midas up. He's going to have his... I think he's probably going to go for just a normal Manta style in this game.
Yeah, I would imagine that would be the build he'd go for. The nice thing that Energy does have going for him at the moment is, the Ember Spirit has been picking up kills. He's got a decent amount of farm and he's been picking up a lot of kills. So hopefully that sort of mid-game transition from the Ember Spirit will come in and help Energy quite a lot. I mean, they've also got the mech up as well. I heard an arrow fly off there. That's going to miss the Doombringer middle.
He also heard it towards the mid lane, but not actually connecting with anyone. So, nothing going to come out of that. Blink by Rubik, they reveal it up, A ulti comes forward. It's going to go on random hero. He's going to take the tick out of Ancient Apparition ulti. And the Shallow Grave going off with the perfect timing there by Let's Get Party. Gonna mitigate that damage. They turn it around and get a kill Lich onto the Bristleback, and Laka's gonna try to run away. He does have Blink Dagger, so he's gonna be able to blink in just a second here. Actually maybe able to kill Mom Spaghetti. 1 click, 2 click, kills him down, and Shanks takes the fall. And that's a killing spree going the way of Laka. Well, ending a killing spree going the way of Laka.
Oh, good play by Rubik there with the initiate on the middle and the blink jump in straight. Very good play. I was actually going to say to you before that entire team fight happened is that Energy's play here, I think, another arrow flying off middle but missing. Yeah. I was going to say Energy's play here is to back off, maybe sack the first tier tower, let Klitzy farm the top lane where he was, and just get that BKB up.
They're going to look for the deny here, I think. And not going to get it. ALT coming forward, the lift is going to catch 2. Doom does get thrown down on Medes once more, so no mech this fight, but Mirana cleaning up here. 11-6 is the score, and Energy keep on dropping these key players. SF now dying 4 times in the first 16 minutes. And yeah, Disappointed finished up his Yasha, and there's another blink forward it seems by Rubik. He gets a lift off on the Dazzle TP. Gonna try to get out, but he's gonna get brought down there.
A very good play again from the Broad. I mean, the Rubik is creating all of these kills in the last couple of minutes. And, I mean, Energy knows now that the Rubik has got a blink up. I mean, if they hadn't noticed before, they've definitely noticed now. And, I mean, staying there to stick around at the first hit tower to try and deny it, I mean, I think that was an obvious mistake. They should never have been able to do something like that. Because, I mean, that's cost them, like, 3 deaths. So Mode's TPing in the bottom lane with the Viper, gonna pick up some farm.
Yeah, he's been unfortunately doomed, what, like 3 times, 4 times this game? I think every time he's died is because of Doom going on him.
Well, when you're a Doom Magnet, you're a Doom Magnet, I guess.
Yeah, not only that, I mean, he's a Doom Magnet because he's a Viper, but he's also got the mech. So maybe we'll see a weird dual mech type of situation come out.
And there's an interesting stat for you, luck of the blink. 75% win ratio on Rubik if he gets a blink before 20 minutes.
Yeah, let's have a quick look at the net worth tab, and yeah, the prediction, the LIV prediction is looking to be coming true here. That is 1, 2, and 3 going the way of one side this case. Bravado Blue, and disappoints. Definitely not disappointing his fans all the way from Port Elizabeth.
There's going to be some action in bottom lane here now as well. Zero has dropped the ward though, so they're going to be able to see this.
Oh, Disappoint's in a little bit of trouble. They're trying to blink out. Mom Spaghetti's coming quite far. Flame Guard's up on him, and the ulti is bouncing away. I think they want to. Oh, I think Laka really wanted to try to steal that, if possible, from the Lich, but dying too quickly. And he's got Fire Remnant, which is an excellent spell to have nonetheless. And Odu's in the top lane. He's going to have that pipe up really soon, actually. The recipe, and just another 600 gold on top of that required for him.
Good play from Disappoint as well. There goes AA ulti off in middle. It looks like it's going to... Oh, it does hit.
It does connect. But he's going to be quite hasty as he runs away there. 414 move speed, not enough tick damage on him to secure the kill. Oh, and Kitsu Bananas went and then started wombled, but not actually making anything out of it. He's going to just move back as Ancient Apparition also this time having a much better time. 0 for 0 for 6, just assists from aim, not involved in any of the fights thus far directly.
Unfortunately, the Doombringer missing that stomp. He does doom up the Bristleback there, but there are 2 supports from BBD here as well. Dazzle's graved himself, and Odu will go down, and hopefully there's the stun. Fantastic play there, Ember Spirit picking up the kill. But yeah, I mean, well played there by Energy. The guy's doing quite well to recover that a little bit. I'm hoping something happens here with this little D ward. But let's be honest, he needs that BKB up. So he needs to get into a lane, he needs to farm, do exactly what he's doing. I think Energy needs to hold back a bit and then just need to sit back and wait for Glitzy to get his BKB so that they can, take more presence in these team fights.
Rubik's been a playmaker for the last couple of minutes there, and I think that he's going to want to try convert this into some more items really for himself. He's sitting on 1900 gold, maybe a force off coming forward. He just dropped a ward over here which got seen by the dying energy ward, and maybe we'll see some counters coming out of there. Instant apparition ulti going mid, going to catch on and let's get party the lift. Some stuns, he shallow grabs and he TP's out. But, I mean, that's 135 gold at a support at this stage. There's not enough gold to replace that. And he actually does shatter in the base from the tick damage.
Yeah, I mean, you talk about Rubik being an influential playmaker in the game. I mean, if you have a look at the net worth, Rubik is sitting above the Shadow Fiend.
Yeah. That's the arrow coming forward here. Is it going to connect on the backlines? Does hit on the Lich, and I think arrow hits equals goes. Not the call of the day here for the Bravado guys. They're going to rather just put pressure on the tower, and it's kind of arrow really scary when it comes to support. Seeing that they start worrying and second guessing their movements. So going to take the tier 2 tower. Objectives are falling and getting ticked off the list here. Here comes the ancient apparition, chilling touch, and rush seems like it's going to be taken here by Bravado Blue.
Yeah, I don't think there's much that Energy can actually do about it. I mean, Doombringer has picked up a blink himself. Ember Spirit's making his way towards his Battle Fury. But, still waiting for that BKB on the Shadow Fiend. Energy dusting up now, moving towards the pit.
And we see a nice Lich ulti coming forward.
Very nice Lich ulti jumping in.
And Miranda does grab the Aegis nonetheless. Odie is going to take a fall there. And Ancient Apparition gets a double kill. Mame this time not feeding. And Random Hero is getting kited here. Disappointed gets a double kill. But I think that was the Aegis which popped off on him. So Clitsy Banan is going to be able to run away. And we see Mom Spaghetti gets hunted down there. So it's just Clitsy Bananas who manages to escape. 19-9 is the score. And the gold advantage is well over 12,000 gold. Nearly 14,000. XP is almost 10,000. And this has been one of those very, very interesting games that kind of decided by the opening couple of minutes, I feel.
Yeah, and I think you're 100% right. From the moment Bristleback started getting those kills on Shadow Fiend, things were looking quite bleak for Energy. But I mean, again, in that sort of position that we just had that big fight at the Rosh Pit, I mean, Lich got a fantastic ulti that was bouncing between two players, and somehow, Energy still lost 4 heroes, and BBD just the one.
Yeah, Odie did die there. It's a little bit unfortunate, and TP coming into the very, very close. Viper's going to drop his ulti on it. Mom Spaghetti going to try man mode, and I think Mode's backing out at the right time here. The Ancient Apparition ulti bouncing between him, and Mom Spaghetti's going to get shallow graved up here as Mode's gets stunned off and brought down by Random Hero, but I'm going to get caught on the backside here. Disappoint does a lot of damage. He's really got a Mantis style up and going for the next item. Random Hero going to try TP out there. Arrow comes forward and stuns him. A little bit too cheeky there from Random Hero. He gets caught down, and the one player who was in the jungle is the Dazzle TPing out. So 24 minutes in and we see the BKB coming out on the SF. And BBD are doing such an excellent job of pushing here.
Yeah, they really are. I mean, BBD Blue here just proving that they are, one of the top teams in the country at the moment. And, with a 15,000 gold lead, 12,000 experience lead, it's just basically their game to lose at this moment.
And just a point, I think, irrelevant what he is going, but quite funny that he's going back for that Lincoln Sphere at this stage of the game.
Hey, maybe he's going to surprise you and go for Battle Fury.
Stranger things have been said and done by both these players. And Mode's just picking up his Aghanim Scepter and moving towards the bottom lane here, not really wanting to fight. The first tower of the game, well, the only tower of the game that's fallen for Bravado's been this bottom tier 1 tower. Oh, Ancient Apparition ulti connects, and we see the Mom Spaghetti's in a lot of trouble here. BKB getting popped off, and the Doom goes on to Odoo once more. Lich ulti banging him a couple of times. He's going to die here. And nice turnaround over there. I think Dazzle instrumental in making that play.
Yeah, 100% Dazzle with the Shallow Grave onto the Ember Spirit, keeping him alive. But I mean, that's sort of been the run of play for Bravado. I mean, it's Ancient Apparition comes in. I mean, he's obviously got his Scepter. He's level 11, so that Ice Blast is doing some big damage. And, you know, Rubik just also instrumental in Bravado's plays every single time, blinking in, lifting up someone, doing the damage, putting damage down. Odu coming in with his Quill Sprays and the AA ulti on top.
Tower is under attack.
The problem is I don't think that Energy really can ever group up and split and push. They're going to have to rely on the split push. And the ability of the Ember Spirit to kind of hold the high ground to stay in this game. Is the AA ulti going into the top lane. It's not going to catch the Dazzle. But nearly glancing on the Doombringer. Does catch Clitsy Bananas as it goes past. And these aggressive wards that were placed here have been countered by Energy eSports.
It looks like a Viper's also picked up a Scepter now, so that's going to be a lot of damage on that Viper strike too.
I spotted that bottom. I didn't actually see it when it popped up on the side. So I'm not sure what the timing was on that. I don't think he had that in the previous fights. But, I mean, Rubik is definitely the hero that's like been making, as we said, been saying over and over, been making the plays. But once he gets Aghanim Scepter up, I think it's actually quite scary. If he has Doom, if he steals Doom, or he steals Lich Ulti, or even if he just steals Weave, it's going to do so much damage. Or, in the case of Weave, give so much armor. And like I'm saying with Flame Guard at the moment, Doom does go off mid. Once you get onto Odu, the AA ulti is going to hit onto random hero. The arrow is going to go really far off. Laka forces forward and blinks up, gets a nice 4-man stun, but it's not going to really do anything. Energy all contained within their base right now, and disappoints. Has an item flying out towards him right now. He gets that finished up. Lincoln Sphere it is indeed. Name for once not being a feeder. 3 for 1 for 10. And I think the only problem that Bravado have right now is moving into the high ground. They'd really like to see an Aegis up on Disappoint. Unfortunately, the Aegis in the previous fight did get dropped off. And Modace is going to have to just mosey along here. They're kind of trying to keep pressure on all 3 lanes at the same time. Now Disappoint moving into the top lane. ALT is coming out. It's going to catch on Zero. Zero moves forward. We're going to get a Lich ulti of random hero blinks in and dooms. The Lich ulti is bouncing between these 2 players a lot, but they're so tank right now.
Yeah, you know that pipe was really helpful there for Bravado, but there's huge plays going on now here.
Yeah,
as the Ember Spirit jumps in, Mirana picks up the kill on the Dazzle. Ember Spirit still chasing down. Fantastic little searing chains there. And Mame and Odu are going to need to back out of this now.
Yeah, Mame's probably going to die here. Odu's going to try to save him. There's a nice stomp over there by random hero. Now they're going to turn this onto Odu. Odu, I think, can bottle up and make some plays here, though. Mom's Spaghetti doesn't have a lot of money. He's going to try TP out. They don't have any stun, unfortunately.
Good run of play there by Energy, picking up, you know, the Murano at the very least, and only the Lich and Dazzle going down. So, I mean, those are the types of fights that Ian needs to keep taking in order to pull themselves back into this game.
And yeah, I wonder what Viper's going to go for next. Is he going to go for Hearts? What do you have to think? What do you rate on the Viper next?
On the Viper? Well, the Ember Spirit just picked up Battle Fury on the Viper. I don't know, but personally I'd convert that Magic Stick into a 1. That's just me though. And then after that...
But most likely that's going to be the item which gets replaced. I mean, the 6 damage and 2 bonus damage on... bonus armor on the Ring of Basilius. Much more effective at this stage of the game for him. It's a little bit unfortunate. You can see the Lich's items is very indicative of how this game's gone. 1 for 8 for 9, double bracer, magic wand. So poor at the 30-minute mark.
Yeah, no, sure. I mean, looks like Random Hero is going to be going into an AC now, and Clitsy Banana's picked up that BKB, and he's picked up a Yasha, so hopefully he'll be able to put some damage. Bravado are going to be sieging on the top tower now, piping up.
And piping up, and Modate's moving into the high ground. Disappoint. Also, quite close there. They get the long range.
Huge
Viper-
range on that.
Yeah, they just want to make sure that Random Hero can't blink stun into this. And Modeus is... Oh, it's nice searing chains there. It's actually going to secure the kill for them. ALT comes forward, hitting on 4. But Bravado forced back at least temporarily.
That ALT is actually going to kill the Dazzle. Is it?
No, I don't think so, maybe.
So close.
Yeah, I mean, 10% of 850 is 85, and he was on like 100 at the end there.
Top tower has fallen.
Oh, and here comes that blink stun by Random Hero. He gets the Doom, the ulti up there. Lucky doesn't manage to steal it out, but you can see that Mom Spaghetti going ape on Lucky. He's trying to make his way back there. Clitsy Bananas picks up Mem. Disappoint's doing a lot of damage here. And Disappoint's going to get brought down here. 4 heroes die for Bravado Blue, and it seems that this game is turning slowly towards Energy Esports.
And that is the value of farmed Ember Spirit. I mean, he just walked in there and he was clouting. I mean, he was doing some huge damage, even though Laka on the Rubik stole the Lich ulti.
Yeah, the thing is that the Ember Spirit uses his searing chains and, or Sleight of Fist first of all, disabling blink daggers on everyone involved. Then he uses his ulti, goes in and gets Sleight of Fist off, and Rubik can do very little to stop that.
He's about to get knocked.
And Modeus is going to go down here. I don't
Yeah,
know why he would TP into that.
Yeah, zip zapping in and out. Mom Spaghetti taking a lot of damage here, and the top tower is going to take the fall. ALT, this could be huge right here. It's going to kill one immediately. Let's get Party trying to run to base. But Ember Spirit dying there is going to be huge on his item progression. Clitsy Bananas doesn't want to actually take any damage right now. Doesn't want to drop below 150 HP before the final tick of the Ancient Apparition ulti. Yeah, he's actually finished up a Manta Star right now. Net worth, it is still BVD disappoints in the lead, but taken over from Odu and from the Viper is the Ember Spirit and Clitsy Bananas and Shadow Fiend.
Yeah, that's it. Energy Esports slowly clawing their way back into this game. I think, you know, Bravado have chosen some bad places to fight. But I mean, Energy have still done well in order to win those fights. But I mean, like, that's AA ult killing Ember Spirit up top. I mean, that's totally unnecessary. You know there's an AA on the field. You shouldn't be there for that.
Laka looking to make some plays here at the bot rune. Not getting scouted out, of course. These are just sentry wards over here. So the actual vision of where Laka is moving around, so he can buy the next piece of his Aghanim Scepter if he so wishes. Here comes a ward up by Zera. And he's also bought up a cloak. So no TP scroll for him at this stage. And yeah, Odu's fallen off quite drastically in the last couple of minutes, eh?
He
went
really
from,
has.
like,
I mean, he's
4 for 1. I mean, he was like 3 for 1 or 3 for 2. And he just dying quite a lot since then.
Yeah, I mean, he really has been dying quite a lot. But I mean, at the end of the day, he's been doing his job as well. So I mean, he's been getting in the meat of things, and you know, just popping off his cool spray as often as he can. But I mean, it's not like he's been playing badly. He's been doing his job for the team. But you know, you mentioned earlier disappointment on the Mirana going for that Lincoln Sphere. I mean, at this point in the game, you know, do you think maybe, you know, that's kind of set BVD back a little bit?
Yeah, I think in terms of DPS they are lacking on that front, but he's trying to go for a Desolator right now. The thing is that, like, any single spell that it disables will be excellent, especially the Doom. And there's some action mid. Speaking of Doom, he gets a Doom wolf on Modeus once more, and Mom Spaghetti picks up that kill.
Oh, Modeus just got completely melted there. Very good smoke gang from Ian, just coming all the way through their jungle there like that. In the meantime, Disappoint putting the work on the ranged barracks.
Yeah, the range barracks only has 10 armor, not 15 that the melee axe has, and it doesn't regen, so the chip damage actually lasts on it.
Yeah. If you have a look at the gold graph, you can see, you know, that Everest is slowly starting to come down as Energy move throughout this game. But I mean, they need to be very careful because if they lose their top racks, they're going to be at a huge disadvantage.
And all it's going to take is one good fight from BVD to do that.
Yep.
It's going to take a hell of a lot of good plays by Energy to make sure that that doesn't happen, and they can move forward and, you know, try and make stage a comeback in this game.
Interesting enough, the XP graph has pulled back down almost to 0, hey?
Yeah, I think, I mean, when you win a couple of big team fights like that, that's where you get to. You start making huge comebacks in terms of experience. They are doing a lot of pushing together, so the gold won't go down as fast, but they win a team fight and then push out the lane as a group. Gonna get a lot of experience. Taking Battle Fury up on Ember Spirit, he's also got 1600 gold on top of that, so saving for buyback, he can't afford to die right now. But this will be turned into, no doubt, either a small crits machine in the form of a Crystallis, or maybe into a third Battle Fury, or I think more likely it's going to be the Desolator. And Rubik has his Ags now. And yeah, I think that Bravado is just trying to like outfarm the Energy right now, and I don't know if that's the right decision against an Ember and also Shadow Fiend. The Lich ulti, we were actually saying in a previous cast how the Lich ulti just doesn't scale, the armor does though.
Huge pings coming out here around the Rosh pit.
Oh, Clissy getting bashed up by Rush. Moving back slowly right here.
You know, with that smoke up that Energy had on them, I think they'd be able to take Rosh with that. I mean, it didn't look like I mean, there were a couple of pings coming out, but that's because Clissy wasn't in the smoke, and he went into the pit, so they're obviously pinging it. But I mean, if they smoked up and went back in there, I don't know if Bravado would actually realize it. What do you think?
Yeah, disappointed. Just keeping this pressure on the top lane here. Random here is ready and waiting to stop this. He looks like he's going either Shivas or Assault Cuirass. He's got the plate mail up. Given the fact that he hasn't purchased an item yet, he's either saving for buyback or it's going to be the Shivas, and he's waiting for 2700 gold. And Rubik, once again with the Shadow Fiend raises, no one... the high ground has been warded up and not counter warded yet, so a little bit of a battle of the hill for both sides here.
Yo, green dudes, something bad is happening. In your bottom.
And Ember Spirit pushing by himself in the bot lane here. I think he needs to be a little more cautious in this. If there's a silence that comes off onto him, could be in a little bit of trouble. Lifts into Blink. Viper throws down his ulti, but he zip zaps away and gonna be just fine as he TP's home.
Yeah, good play by Ember Spirit, doing a bit of, you know, rat Dota there, taking the tower down a little bit. But I mean, that's exactly what I think Energy need to be doing at the moment. You know, just picking up some farm on the Ember Spirit, and the rest of them, you know, looking for kills if they can.
Yeah, the AC finishing up on Bristleback, so that means that he does a lot more damage, and so does the rest of his team. Also very strong against the Shadow Fiend, because Shadow Fiend does start negating your armor already with Presence of the Dark Lord. Dazzle as well with Weave. So, pretty good overall. And we see a smoke coming out of Ian here. This could possibly decide the game, I think. Rubik is going to blink back. Images get taken out, and they know roughly where Ian guys are hiding. But they rush into the smoke pits, into the Rosh pits. And look at Rosh just start melting here.
Rosh is really melting indeed, and Bravado, they don't have any idea. They don't know this is happening. There's going to be an arrow coming in from Disappoint, but that's going to be way too late. So Energy just sneaking the Rosh there. Very well played. 3,500 gold up on the Ember Spirit at the moment. So he's definitely coming into the game. And Klitzy on the Shadow Fiend with the Manta up as well. UKB, Doombringer picks up Shivas.
And Odu's standing in the front hitting creeps here. Hitting pretty fast and hitting pretty hard at the moment. Disappoint still failing to move on from that Desolator, stockpiling 2,700 gold. 2,500 gold rather. I think that we're going to see Bravado maybe just try and make a push here, even though Energy have the Aegis. I think Bravado going to try and get that chip damage, just even if it's using Manta Illusions onto the top range racks at first, and then maybe after a while onto the melee racks.
Yeah, it's definitely something they should be doing as well. I mean, I don't know, Rubik has also picked up a gem. I don't know how recent that was. But they're going to be doing some counter warding too, just to make sure that Energy doesn't know where they're coming from. And Disappoint, he's doing some big damage now with the Desolator. So the chipping damage that you were talking about on the range racks at the top might be the way forward for these guys at the moment.
I just don't know what like Bravado's goal is here. They've got excellent mid game, but this is the late game. They don't have anyone really. Ember Spirits scales so well with that Slicer Fist, and SF with the negative armor hits like a truck, and an ulti that does pretty good magic damage to clear up the supports.
Ember Spirit now 4,200 gold. What is he going to be buying?
I would think Deadless, but I think Desolator is also just fine here.
Yeah, Daedalus I think would be the obvious pick. I mean, Glitzy Banana is also picking up his farm big time. Like, he's going to be going Butterfly very shortly.
I think the talisman's just for the tankability, and the extra damage will be nice, but there's no shortage of damage on the side of Energy Esports.
Mm.
And yeah, I mean, Bravado kind of took all the key objectives around the map except for Rush, and then Energy held and turned it around, taking that key objective that is Rush, as well as several towers.
Energy going to be having a gem of their own now as Dazzle picks that up. Want to get that counter warding going too. Would you like to see Energy playing more aggressively with that Aegis on the Ember Spirit, or do you think they're doing exactly what they need to do at the moment?
I think every minute that passes on at this stage is just thinking towards the Energy Esports side. I mean, okay, so look, Lich definitely starts fading away, but I think the power of Ember Spirits is like definitely like totally worth it all the way through. And the Energy actually are pushing down the mid lane here. This tier 2 taking a lot of damage. Arrow comes forward, goes on to no one. Viper's ulti hits Ian Mom Spaghetti, so he's going to be moving back as well, it seems.
Yeah, nice quick and easy tower for Energy Esports. And any idea what the timer on that Aegis is?
I have no idea. And here's that butterfly you were talking about, so going now for the damage as well as the tankability that the talisman provides.
Ooh, looks like there's going to be some action. Someone's going to get caught out here. BBD knows that there's someone there. But Dazzle and Lich need to get the hell out of dodge really quickly. Zero sticking around. Run Zero, run Zero, run Zero.
Oh, the arrow just connecting, in fact, on that little poor creep. And Zero is turning it around here, going to be looking to re-engage. Laka running very, very far out of his way to get some scouting done. I don't think that doesn't have any wards on him at the moment, so it wasn't a ward mission, but doesn't die out of this. And Energy are grouped up in the bot lane, gonna be pushing down this tier 2, and now all the towers off the map. Every external tower has been taken down already here.
I'd like to see Ian push through to this, because Odu just TP'd in top, which means he doesn't have TP, and his TP will be on cooldown. So Energy can definitely move in and take this high ground here.
Yeah, stun going on to Ember Spirits. A ulti coming forward there, and Glitzy Banana is taking a Viper Strike, moving back slowly. Aegis is going to be reclaimed at about the 45-15 mark. So they really want to engage here or move back slowly. You see Glitzy Banana is just life stealing up now. Not afraid of anything.
Was that an MKB that Morano just picked up? It was indeed.
Yeah, good timing on that. As the butterfly finishes off on Glitzy Banana, as the counter to the butterfly comes out on the Morana. Arrow once more coming through. It's not going to actually connect on anyone. Blink dodge. Mom Spaghetti is taking a lot of damage here. He's going to probably die from tick charges, and Aegis gets popped. Two are dead. One is going to come back, and one is definitely not. They managed to take the tier 3 tower. They're going to just run out of here.
Yeah, well played by Energy there. It's a pity that Zero had to die. Oh, brilliant arrow there, picking and hitting the dazzle. I don't know if they're going to be. They are going to capitalize on that, and he melts very quickly, and drops the gem for energy.
Yeah, very important that that gem got dropped, and Disappoint picks that up. Another gem on the Rubik, so they're going to go on a mission quick, get some counter warding happening here, maybe try to pick off a straggler or two.
Be able to socket their rare items now.
Yeah, gotta get those in. And Laka, is he going to spot out this sword? He's going to leave it for Disappoint. Actually, 50 gold going his way. Ancient Apparition ulti. I think it was going towards the mid lane or something. Looking at these creeps, I'd guess it is. And Laka looking for something to steal.
Gold graph down to 5,000 lead for Bravado Blue. So that's been somewhat of a huge comeback in terms of the gold graph. But I mean, you know, I'm sure you said it earlier on that you know, the longer the game goes on, the more in favor of energy it goes.
Yeah, it is. I think sadly that's how it works. None of these heroes on the side of Bravado are like true carries. Mirana's a semi-carry, Bristleback's a semi-carry, Heavy Pusher, Viper's definitely, but like by very definition, a mid-game semi-carry.
Rubik's going to be able to spot out the Doombringer here, but quick reactions on random hero just to blink out there and avoid any further disaster that may befall him.
Here we see Disappoint is kind of like beginning to stagnate on items at the moment.
And Odu's going to get smashed here as the entire energy team moves in. Ember Spirit does take an arrow though. Disappoint moving in with double damage as well, doing a lot of damage to the Ember Spirit.
Yeah, he definitely doesn't want to get caught out here. Can't afford to die, especially not with his double damage and he wants to make the most of this. Yeah, he was hitting for 500 a hit there.
Yeah, big damage on the Mirana. But yeah, I mean, what do you think? I mean, Mirana needs to move into that sort of role where, you know, it's basically you against Ember Spirit, and you need to put down the huge damage. So I mean, what do you do in that sort of situation?
I mean, once Ember Spirit becomes like tanky to the point that he can survive an arrow to the face, then you're actually in like a lot of trouble. I mean, Sheep Stick might work, but it's not the ideal item to go for.
Do you think Laka, LKR on the Rubik may have missed something here instead of you know, hitting that Aghanim Scepter? I mean, how much has it really helped them with the Aghanim Scepter? I mean, when you could have gone something like a Sheep Stick.
Yeah, but I mean, going for a Sheep Stick involves a lot more expensive individual items, so I don't know if you would have ever got up to the hill that is 2,700 gold required.
Ember Spirit now with the Daedalus.
He did go for the big crits machine.
Yep, that's it.
He's going to be stacking up here before clearing this archer. Let's get Not Party as well as Random Hero and Zero here just to watch as he takes on these creeps. And that double battle fury really kicking in.
And the big man is up again, and Ian going to be moving in to take that down. It's going to be going down really, really quickly.
Yeah, half HP. I don't know if you saw that crit, 883 damage. Did so much damage. Energy going to grab the second rush.
So this is perfect. I mean, this is just what Energy needs. They need to go, you know, take down either middle or bottom, and just force their way into the base. I mean, Klitzy Bananas has got the cheese on the Shadow Fiend, and Aegis on Ember Spirit once more.
And I don't know what Bravado's kind of goals are. They're just smoked up here. They're going to try rope, I think. Either they're going to go try for like the all-in base race, or they're going to try just to put them into a position where they're team fighting and one of their players is Raxing.
That Rubik is going to cause some issues from behind there, I'm sure of that.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
So Energy choosing to back off then. Looks like they're going to be trying to push the top lane, or what's... I don't know. What are the pings coming out there? What does that mean?
I think they're just like trying to think out where the pressure is and how they're going to try to relieve it as effectively as possible.
Hmm.
And we see Disappoint's just going to be farming up some Ancients here. He's still the most farmed on 2500, but Ember Spirit's made such a great comeback in terms of catching up. Only about 1,000 gold ahead, and at the same time, also the Shadow Fiend, Tootsie Bananas with the cheese now on the side of him. I think it might have been passed to him after they just popped off. But 51 minutes in, and this game doesn't look like it's got a defined conclusion yet. A lot of BKBs getting thrown out here, even at this late stage. In-game Doom's got BKB, he's got Shiva's finished up. Just the primary aura carrier here. We see Dazzle's absolutely poor though, like 3 for 7 for 6. Is he going to have maybe his Aghanim Scepter coming out? It is going to be his Aghanim Scepter. So he's got his first like real item of the game finished up there. And the SF, just one slot left really. I mean, he can upgrade his boots to boots of travel. But other than that, he's pretty close to best.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, I think Energy, they need to sort of take the racks now. I mean, they need to move into the bottom. They've got the Aegis to use. Ember does have BKB and he's got Boots of Travel, so he's going to be able to do some serious damage. And he's going to have some huge mobility too. And yeah, Tootsie Bananas, I mean, as you said, he's almost stacked up, 6-slotted, so yeah, this is Energy's time, I think. 3 minutes left on the Aegis as well.
Chiefs are coming up now on the Bristleback, and yeah, they're moving towards the spot lane. Looking like they're going to try break the base of Bravado Gaming.
Odu has actually just picked up a sheep stick.
Structures are fortified.
And here comes the ALT dodging the arrow. The Dazzle actually got caught by the arrow there, but BKB getting used off by Mom Spaghetti. They're going to try bring down the melee racks here. They're making a play right in the middle here. Dates is going on random hero. Gets the pop off on him. Tootsie Bananas is right clicking Odu. Even with his back turn, he's taking so much damage. And he gets zoomed down, taken out. Disappoints out of the fight. No buyback on him. And the racks are going to fall here. Ian moving in towards the mid racks as well. They don't want to mess around here. They just want to take it out. I hear another Viper strike going off. And Lacker's getting caught out here. Going to force off his way out. Double kill by Ian though. Ian's mom, Spaghetti. And something stolen. It's level death stolen by the Rubik. As the rest of Ian moves towards taking out this mid-tier 3.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Ooh, Viper Strike going on one of the Shadow Fiend images there. As Tootsie Bananas hammers down on that Ancient Apparition, uses the Ghost Scepter to escape. Just taking down the middle barracks as well. Energy's going to be able to do this quite easily. So he picks up another kill on the Viper.
Yeah, and this mid-rax is definitely going to fall. Topper's got a huge creep wave pressing, and maybe they're going to try rinse and repeat for the top lane in a few minutes.
Yeah, I mean, that was, basically Ember Spirit just TP'd out to the top lane, helped to take that tier 2 tower, and then just hit a huge wave, and there's the GG called by Bravado.
Yeah, so Energy eSports taking game number 1 here. BVD Blue are going to have to go into this best of 3 now a game down. And they're going to have to win 2 in a row to come back in this. The Bravado Blue certainly are up to the challenge, but just going to have to see how it rolls out for them. Thanks very much for tuning in, guys. This is Noxville and GrIdL0cK at Liberty Land. BVD Blue getting taken down in game number 1. They're going to have to bounce back and take it 2 in a row. And let's take this opportunity once again to thank sponsors Asus as well as SteelSeries. We'll be back for game number 2 in just a moment or two, I think. Guys, just going to go have a quick toilet break.